Hi everyone, it's Lynette with Charmed Grammy Crochet. Today is March 5th. This will be Charm Chatter number 285, and I am back from vacation. I missed you guys. And I'm going to start off by saying this is going to be a video about things that I made and finished while I was on vacation. Not any of my new projects or my crochet alongs, but I want to say this really quick because there was someone in my Facebook group asking, how do you join in on a crochet along? And I'm going to tell you, you just start doing it. So I want to just let you know, if you want to do the crochet calendar, it's hashtag CGC Crochet CAL 2022, which is my crochet along that I'm doing every month. It's with an Annie's crochet calendar, and we do the pattern every month. This month, which I don't even have it up here. Last month was the garland. Let's go with that. This garland that I made for Chloe's tree that she never put on. Busy girl. That's okay. So last month was the garland, and you have the whole month to make the garland. This month it's a cup cozy or a bottle cozy, and it has a butterfly on it. You don't have the calendar? That's okay. Any cozy with a butterfly, applique, whatever on it that you make this month. Then you post it on my Facebook group page, which will be linked below. And there's no requirement. I mean, you just have to ask to join, and you can join. And you submit your picture, and you put in the hashtag, and then you're part of the crochet along for the month. At the end of the month, there'll be a prize. I just got back today. I haven't picked the prize for next month yet, for March. I'm really surprised it's not like something leprechaun-y, which would be really cool, but it's not. So that's okay. So any of the crochet alongs that are going on that you want to participate in, you want to do the luck of the draw, go back and start from the first one. This is luck of the draw 5, but Nan's Next Knots, I better write her down so I don't forget. Nan's Next Knots, I'll have her link for the first one, for the first video in the description box. Watch the first video that explains how you do it. You pick a project you want to make, and you just catch up. We're on week 5. Week 5 was Thursday. Every Thursday she puts out a new video, and dropped something. Oh well. If you want, with Nan's Next Knots, there's a Facebook Messenger chat that you just text Nan and ask to be in it, and everybody posts their pictures of what they're making. So it's really fun. So any of them, just go to the first video for the one that you want to join, figure out what you're supposed to do it, and just start doing. That's all you got to do. I joined, or I am participating in the crochet along that Jada and Stitches is doing. I have to write things down or I forget. And it is a once a month learn a new Tunisian crochet stitch. She's making a blanket, with her 12 samples for the month. I am not. I tend to have problems with tension, and I never get my squares to be the same size, and it's very aggravating to me, so I don't do that. But I want to learn Tunisian, so I am participating. This last month I did a cowl. For February, I did a pot holder. It's a rather large pot holder, but it's still a pot holder. And I did it all with scrap yarn, so it's very scrappy and I didn't block it. But this is the front. I can't remember off the top of my head what the name of the stitch is, but that's the stitch that I did. Whatever was the stitch for the month. And then I just did some little border to it. And I did put a little hangy thing, and this will probably end up at the camper. It's really thick. The back side looks like a different stitch. I don't know if it's really a stitch or it's just the back side, but that's what the back side stitch looks like. And this is the front side stitch. And I wish I could remember the name of it, but right now I can't. And it's probably in my little book somewhere, several pages back. So anyway, this is my completed for this February, and I'm enjoying this a whole lot, and I will, like I said, put a link to one of the videos of that. There's other crochet alongs that I participated, but I have not done them yet for the last 2 weeks because I was on vacation and I did not take that stuff with me. I took a lot of yarn that I did not use, but I did not take those yarns because I worked on other stuff. This being one, I finished that up, and I will start the next one as soon as the video goes up, which probably actually went up yesterday. I don't know. But I had a mission when I was there to make a dress for a baby shower that's next week. And this is a Bag-O-Day pattern, and let me see if I can. It's Sunshine Roses baby dress. And I used bunches of hugs. It's a red heart. And this is the dress I made. In her pattern, she puts little silk flowers on here. I did not. I didn't want to. And it's really not crooked. It's just not blocked. There we go. So anyway, this is the little dress. And to go with the little dress, I made a little diaper cover. Look at the little pink button. This is the diaper cover by Lovingly Nye. And I made a little matching bonnet and put a scalloped edge on it and a little heart, a little matching button to the diaper cover. So the set will kind of look like this. And the hat pattern I went off of and made the flower from is, I think it's, I want to say Crochet by, just let me look. Nope, not those ones. Okay, the Baby Beanie Flower Hat by Frisheezen Knitting, which is a new channel to me. I did it, hers was, I ended at row 13 of her pattern, and then I added this because I wanted the scallop edges, and but this is her flower, and then I used, you know, the diamond buttons to match the, and they're pink because of the pink in the pattern. And so that is the pattern that I made. I've got to write that down now because, well, you know what, I'll just take this book with me when I do that. So that's baby dress number 1 completed. And then I did this dress, which I can't seem to keep the buttons buttoned. I think I used, oh, this was all bunches of hugs, red heart, and I had several of them. But I don't think I used enough yarn to say I went through one of the, I got the big ones. I finished up one because I've used those colors before in other projects, and I think I have them right here. Hold on. Oh yeah, okay. Bunches of hugs. This color was called, I think, Princess. Yeah, the variegated color is Princess. This is Shrimp. And I made my first Luck of the Draw project. I used these colors. And there's, it's a, here it is. It's a 4-weight, and I'm trying to find the yardage. Oh, there was 100% acrylic. 678 yards. I had a little bit of one left that pretty much almost completed the dress. I had a couple of rows of the dress that I needed to finish. The shrimp color is the orange color, and that is a ball that I'm still working on. Still working on that ball. I used that in my Ruana along with the variegated, and I'm still working on that. This dress, also a Bag O' Day pattern, and I made this to go on the doll, and I had to make it, it's a little different than the Bag O' Day pattern because the doll's arms are bigger around than the newborn dress, wanted. And this is yarn, this is Hobby Lobby yarn, the Yarn Bee, the Sleek, whatever, Soft and Sleek or something like that, I think it's called. And I used the entire skein of pretty much of the hot pink, and I had 2 of the yellow, which were called Saffron, and I didn't use a complete one of those. But I made this for my granddaughter's doll, and that pattern is called, did I tell you? That was the Bella Rose dress, Bag O' Day pattern. But I did have to adjust the sleeves, and that then made it bigger in here. So it's a little big in the body for the doll, but I had to get it to go around here. And then I just crocheted away, and I'm like, I don't care anymore. So then I did for, remember I'll show you this. I made this blanket, and this is, it's the 2 color granny or something like that it's called. I don't remember who it's by, but I'll link it. Anyway, I made this blanket. I don't want to unfold the whole thing. You've seen it before. I made it for my nephew that's having a baby. That baby shower's in 2 weeks. And to go with that, I wanted to use the gray that I had. That was a gray, I think it was a Dreamweaver yarn. I can't remember for sure. But I forgot it. I had scrap here, and I meant to bring it, and I forgot it. So I went to Walmart while I was out, and I bought their gray. It's a darker gray. Oh, there goes more of my stuff. But it's fine. I don't care. But I made these little bottoms, little bloomers, and I put because the baby's room is supposed to be teal and gray themed with baby sea creatures. So I put those little buttons on the diaper, and then I made matching, same pattern as the baby bonnet, the other one, and I put those buttons on it, and they're buttons, and they're sewn in, so there's no scratchiness on the baby. But I thought they were cute. So that's for that baby. And I completed those 2 projects. Now those bloomers, were Crochet for Baby. Baby bloomers from Crochet for Baby. And then the other thing that I finished while I was on vacation, I have one more thing that I finished. I had started it. This project was to make in the car while I was on vacation, but I pretty much almost completely finished it before vacation. But I had a couple more skeins of my bulky yarn, and so now I have completed it. And it is just a granny rectangle. You can see it's the middle is a rectangle, and it's just all scrap yarns, and it's really soft, surprisingly. I think I used an 8 or a 9mm hook on it, and it's not real big. It covers me from, like, I could put it over my feet, so it's like a lapgan size, and it's considered completed at this point only because I don't have any more bulky weight scraps. So it is a usable size. I mean, you can curl up with it a little bit, throw it over your shoulders, or like I said, lapgan size. But it's as big as I got because it's as big as it is because it's all I have. And Isn't that how you do a scrap can, right? I mean, it kind of worked out perfect. I have a little bit of this deep red left, but it wasn't enough to go around one time. And every other bulky scrap I have is gone. Except for this, I had a 7-weight bulky scrap, and I tried to put it in there, and it was just too stiff, and so I took it out. So I do have a little bit of red and a number 7 bulky that is not going in there. And that is everything that I've completed. So I'm going to tell you, I've been keeping this little book since the beginning of the year. And while I was on vacation, and I started before I left for vacation, I just did enough so I would know the pattern. And it's also a bag-o-day pattern. I didn't bring it up because it's not done. And I need it downstairs. I want to make a bunting for the doll. So I have that started. And I did crochet on it in the car. And it's probably half done. We did a lot of sightseeing, and we drove a lot of back roads, and I didn't crochet in the car as much as I thought I would. And of course you can't crochet in the dark. I do have a neck light, and I have lighted hooks that I couldn't use in the dark, except it's distracting to the driver, so I don't do that too much. Once in a while. If I was driving in the back seat, I would do it for sure. But when it's my husband and I, we're in the front seat. So I started and completed 5 projects while I was on vacation. So 5 more projects out of my book, which means that this year, since Christmas, I find that my crochet year starts like the week after Christmas, or maybe the week before, because I just finish up all my Christmas, and that like completes my year, and I don't have any projects. I find that the Christmas comes and I'm like, oh, I'm done with everything. Maybe a couple of carryovers that you really don't want to work on. So anyway, I have started 25 projects. I have one that I'm working on, one that I gave up on, 1, 2, 2 that I'm working on. Okay, 2 that I'm working on, 1 that I gave up on, and 3 crochet alongs. Right? Yep, 1, 2, 3 crochet alongs. So I've completed 20. That means I've completed 20 out of 25 projects that I've started this year. And then the 3 crochet alongs are long, so they, a couple of those are year long and don't count for like, how long is it taking me to complete this? Well, it's going to take me a year, so there's that. So that is my progress of crocheting while I was on vacation. Oh, and I get to add to my completed balls, plus the one that fell on the floor. All of these get to get added to how many, all these bands to my yarn usage of the year. And yes, a lot of them are from the scrap blanket, but they're counting now. They didn't count when I didn't use up the whole ball. So they're going to count now. So that'll just be the way it always works for me. If you don't complete it, you don't use the whole skein. Like I made a lot out of this, but I didn't complete the skein, so it doesn't count until I complete the skein. So then it gets to count at that time, be it this year, next year, or 5 years from now. That's the way I've decided mine is going to work. I don't know if that's how everybody does theirs, but that's how I'm doing mine. So these get to go in my little bucket, and now I can wrap presents and put things away. I'm like unpacking. I'm like, well, I can't unpack that yet because I need that. I can't unpack that yet because I got to do a video and show what happened. So now I can finish unpacking, and I have so many things to tell you. We saw a lot of stuff, and I think I'm going to do just a little videos, a few videos. I think they'll be separate because we did some interesting things, and I know a lot of my subscribers like to see road trips and things that they don't get to see on, out on your own. And we saw parts of the country we've never seen before, so maybe some of you have never seen it. So, but it's going to take me some time to get all of those together. So, and you know me, I can talk a lot about nothing, so I don't want it to be too overwhelming. I think I'll break them up into a couple of days at a time kind of videos, but we'll do a road trip videos. And I got some happy mail while I was gone, and I have some projects I have to work on. My luck of the draw. I have 2 weeks to catch up on that. I haven't even looked to see what colors I have yet. The Rock 2022 AU with Judy from Witch Piece Crafts. I have to do that square. I haven't done, you know, I just got home a couple hours ago. We're putting stuff away. So I wanted to get this video out so I can put this stuff away and get on with the rest of my day. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing and commenting. And, oh, there goes more of my stuff. Sharing, commenting, subscribing. I do appreciate that. I appreciate you watching. And I will see you in the next video, probably maybe tomorrow or the next day. Depends on how much crocheting I get done. So anyway, I'll see you later. Bye.